The sun rose high in the sky in Moundsville, West Virginia today. It was my wedding day. I'm 25, and 10 years in the making brought me to my fairy tale wedding. You know, the fairy tale that all girls dream about when they're younger. The big wedding, the big guest list, the fairy tale, and the groom and your Prince Charming waiting for you at the end of the aisle. My wedding fairy tale was 18 attendants, a guest list that spanned multiple pages, a horse-drawn carriage, and we even had stretch limos. I'm telling you, it is the ultimate fairy tale, right? But this would not be a fairy tale marriage at all. This ended up being, instead of being the princess that I always dreamed about doing, I was a woman, a wife caught in a marriage that was toxic, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get out of it. It was an absolute living nightmare. But the funny thing is my friend on that day, he gave me an opportunity to be the runaway bride. You know, the movie where they get in and run away from their marriage because they just don't want to be there. And he said, I will have this limo driver take you anywhere you want to go as long as it's not walking down that aisle. This is the biggest mistake of your life. I was young, in love, and I didn't think he was correct. So I was like, no, I'm good. Let's just go down the aisle. But now I wonder if he had some foresight into what my life would be, and if he knew that it would absolutely cost me my life to stay there. I wonder if that's what he knew, because he was right. It almost cost me my life there. He cheated on me with my friend, who was also our neighbor, and their betrayal cut me to the core, and it really killed everything inside of me. Their betrayal punched me through the back with a knife that pierced my heart. I was so embarrassed, ashamed, and their constant beratement and parading their relationship around in public really left me with a lot of emotional and mental abuse that I was not equipped to handle. I was young and naive and had no idea what to do with this. And so what I did was I lined those pills up on the counter, and I decided that I was going to find peace in this night. I knew deep down that this was absolutely not the right choice to do, but I didn't know any better, and so I just decided that I was going to make that choice. But it's funny how things work out, because a phone call changed the trajectory of that. I didn't really do that. And I like to think that God heard the cry of his daughter who didn't know him yet. He turned his eyes toward me, because the next day, a man showed up and said, this is not the life I have planned for you. This is not it. I wondered, who was this man? Why am I not afraid of him? And what is this life he is talking about? And I knew that one man pushed me to the edge of darkness with the decision of death to escape, while the other man spoke of a living hope if I would only choose to live in that moment and just make the choice to live. My life would be better even if I couldn't see it then. Obviously, since I'm sitting here today, you know what decision I made. I went with the one for hope. I left that man, I divorced him, and I never, ever looked back. And I walked into that hope of life just waiting for what it was going to be, because I was curious, and that curiosity is still alive today.